Hi, friends. So I went to go see that movie, Nobody's Fool. That movie touched me. It's love is something else. Love is something else. So I'm gonna tell you about this movie. All right. So it's this woman, and she was dating a man online that she never saw before. She didn't Skype him or FaceTime him or none of that. They just talked every day on the regular. And she was doing this for a whole year. But before this happened, before she met this man online, she was in a committed relationship and she was about to get married. But her fiance dropped her and got into a relationship with someone else. So, I'm feeling this movie right now because this is like some real life shit. It's a Tyler Perry movie, but I love Tyler Perry movies, but I hate them too. It's like some shit could be better. Like some shit he just be overdoing. But I'll tell you about that later, what I feel he fucking overdid in this movie. So she's dating this man she never met, never seen for a year, talking to him. They say they love each other. They, told each other things. And, all you can know about somebody in a year. And she has a sister who has been in jail for 5 or 6 years, and she's getting out. And she gets out and she moves in with her. She moves in with her. And their mom is Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi is fucked up. She's funny as hell. And she had the most fucked up wig. I used to be so into wigs, but now that I have my locks, I'm like, I ain't gonna put on no fucking wig no more. My hair is too big now, and you gotta be about finding the right wigs, because shit, I used to put on a wig, any kind of wig, and it'd be popping, it'd be me. People used to say, if Miss Tammy can't make it right, then shit, that motherfucking wig is fucked up. So Whoopi was their mom, and Whoopi said, that bitch can't stay with me because she steals every motherfucking thing, and she been in and out of jail, and blah, blah, blah. So the woman ended up taking in her criminal sister. So, but I'm really stuck at the point in where she was dating a man online and she haven't seen him. That kind of touched me. That kind of was like, oh my God. It just, it's just, you realize that, when you love somebody so much and just not seeing them, but loving them anyways, oh my God. So anyways, back to the story. This fucking video is going to be a spoiler. I'm so sorry. But yeah. So she gets out, and this man every day, the lady would go and get coffee every day, and she had this fine man giving her free coffee. Well, he was a black business owner. You know how I love black business. And he would give her free coffee and a rose every day. How romantic. Well, in these movies, they portray women as having lists. And then people, I went with a couple of girlfriends. They said, Miss Tammy, you got a list? And I was like, no. But then I was like, I do got a list. It got to be black, vegan, tall, and the list goes on and on. But those are like a few. So I'm like, okay. So she has a list, and this dude was on her list, and that's something. The dudes who give a shit about us and that loves us, truly loves us, we push to the side for dudes that don't really give a shit about us. Weird, huh? And they go either way, flip-flop, man or woman. It could be either way, shit. Anyhow, okay, I'm going back. So, What I was gonna say. Okay. So, the sister finds out that she ain't never met the dude that she's claiming to be her man and that she's in love with. So she calls Catfish. She calls Neve and Max. They come out and they find out that he's really a catfish and he's Chris Rock in a Jerry curl. Oh my God, that fucking shit pissed me off. That fucking pissed me off because on the phone, dude sounded fine. Dude could make you fall in love with him on the phone just with his voice. Oh my God. But then come to find out it was ugly ass Chris Rock with a Jerry curl. I mean, Chris Rock ain't ugly, but in this Jerry curl, he was ugly and he was in a wheelchair. He was disabled. And the sister was so pissed off, she burnt his hair up. And while Chris Rock get up out the wheelchair and threw his head in a little kiddie swimming pool, to get rid of the fire. I thought that shit was funny as hell. It was funny. And then she ended up trying to talk to the guy that was trying to give her some play, and she still wasn't feeling him, and he found out through her own mouth. This story is just sounding so familiar to me. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, he heard her say, I'm not into him and I don't want him. He's not my man. He's not the man on my list. But she got the fucking listing from her mother. The shit. Okay, really? Okay, let me move forward with the movie. Okay. So, she falls in love with the man. At first they just fuck, and it looks so good. I need some water. It looked hella good. I was like, I just wanted to cry. And then after they got done, she said, no, can you leave? I was like, damn, really? Like she did some nigga shit. And his heart was broken. And she asked him to leave and she thought he left. And she was on the phone talking to her girlfriend and she was talking shit about him. So I don't give a fuck about him. I mean, more words or less. I don't know. So, and he heard her and he said, you can still come by and get free coffee and a roast. And so things won't be awkward between us. And he was so, oh my God, he's the guy from Power. Even though I know he's married to a white woman. No offense to you white women, but a brother like that need to be with a sister. I mean, we all need to be one love. I'm for Bob Marley, one love. But damn, all of that is not with a sister. Okay, that's another video. I'm tired. I've been up since 5 o'clock. I don't know, in the morning. But anywho, so, yeah, he finds out that shit and he's cool. I mean, even though you can tell his feelings is a little hurt, I'm like, oh my God. So, yeah, let's move forward. Okay, so, she hurts his feelings and shit, and, her friend says, you should, right now you're not feeling good because you just got catfish and shit, and you just used that nigga, and so you need to see what the shit was all about. I mean, how was it? She was finding out all the details, and it was something to see. I was like, oh my God, I need a man. I need a brother to find me. Please. Movies like this even get sisters to talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get to that a little bit later, too. So, she goes to him and says she's sorry for blah, blah, blah. She said blah, blah. She didn't mean it. And he gives her another chance. And, they go at it again. And shit, the shit's real. They end up seeing each other, falling in love. But why the motherfucking catfish not a motherfucking catfish? He's fucking real. He's tall, he's beautiful, he's everything. And then she has this everything over here. And she's so confused. And she's like, oh my God. She says, I have to explore this. She didn't tell him that. She didn't tell, dude she was messing with that. But she, in her head, she was thinking and thinking. I know that kind of thinking and shit. It just makes, it's the kind of thinking that put the wrinkle up in there, the wrinkle. So, yeah. So, she's, goes and experience, old dude, the one she'd been talking to online for a whole year. And old dude, her new dude comes and sees her with the dude, and he calls her ass, and he's following her. And following them. And he calls her and see, cause shit, that got me to thinking. So when niggas call me, either if I'm with another nigga, I don't know. But that was her nigga. They was talking about moving, spending more time. So, if it's that serious, I'm gonna answer it. But damn, this is what I mean, Tyler Perry. You be doing too fucking much. I know shit like this can happen, but fuck. So anyway, he calls her and he's like, who is that? The guy she's been dating for years, like, who is that? She was like, oh, just somebody I know. And he's like, oh, so I'm just somebody you know? Because he was right on their asses. And then she was like shocked. And then he was like, well, he threw the fucking dozen roses in the ground, said, nigga, you can have her. Well, more words or less. And he walked the fuck off. Sister came, jailbird sister came, and shit got in her ass for that shit. Talking about she was fucked up for it. Well, she was fucked up for it, because she should have just talked to him and told him, but she didn't. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about, Tyler Perry. Put some real grown-up shit in there where motherfuckers talk shit out, instead of having every motherfucking crazy, I would have talked the shit. I would say, I'm feeling confused. I would have told them that. I would have said, I'm feeling confused. I care about y'all both. I dated you for a year online, but we ain't seen each other. And this man, I fell for him too. I love y'all both. Can I have y'all both? That would have been some shit, Tyler. But then again, that would have been biting off of Spike Lee, and she's gotta have it and shit like that. Okay. But yeah. So she ends up trying to get to know the guy that she's been talking to for a year, but come to find out the motherfucking nigga, he is self-absorbed, all about himself. He wasn't into her. Like, when a nigga's in love with you, I'm sorry for saying the N-word, but damn, when he in love with you, he gonna be all into you, all about you. And this nigga seemed like he thought he was prettier than her. Can't have a nigga thinking he prettier than me. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all think I'm crazy. I am, but he would. And then the sex, the fuck was, what the fuck? It was like Waiting to Exhale when Lilo Rashawn and the old dude sex and shit. He was making faces, but it was... He was fine. He was a cute man, a handsome man, and he did that. And now I can relate to all that shit too. Like, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? How do you go to fucking making love to a nigga who's fine and loving, and then you think the grass might be greener on the side, and the shit ain't even greener on the other side? Yeah, see all the kind of faces I make. I be making it when I don't understand. I get to the making faces and shit like, what the fuck? Okay, so yeah, even the sex was fucked up. He might have looked good, but the other guy looked good too. He was a felon, but shit, he brought himself up from that shit. The best niggas be the ones who come back from some bad shit. Like Malcolm X. Malcolm X. And he was helping people. He was for the community. That's what I'm talking about. That was somebody you can build with right there. But somebody that's talking about themselves all the time and not fucking can't fuck. Okay. But anyway, so she ended up was like, yeah, this nigga even after on top of her called her Uber, said the Uber be here in 7 minutes. We probably can do some more shit. And she was like, thank you, and she got the fuck out of there. I'm like, shit, I would have had to, I don't know. The fire in me says, cuss that nigga out. And be like, what the fuck was that? But no. The aqua in me says, oh my God, never again. Let me sleep and forget this shit never happened. Okay. So yeah, so she goes back to try to go back to old dude, and he's like fucking pissed off, like shit. And he leaves her, and she shit, he's fucking mad. And so she goes and tries to find him, ends up, and trying to ask him back. He was like, leaving her outside in the cold. And then the fucking rain happened and storming and shit. And after a while, he did come, and the ending was beautiful. It was a very good movie. I loved it. Except the online shit and shit like that. Like, the catfish wasn't the catfish, and that fucking shit is confusing. It just had me on an emotional roller coaster, but it was a wonderful movie. Would I go watch it again? Sure, I sure will. Tyler Perry, I really don't like your movies, but I am, I like Greenleaf. I mean, I don't like it, but it's just a lot of drama, especially if you're a person with a lot of drama in your life, you really should not be watching no Tyler Perry movies. I mean, I realize that, so I don't really watch a lot of Tyler Perry. I don't really watch a lot of TV, but I really try not to watch Tyler Perry stuff because it's just too much drama. You're like, what the fuck? But Tyler, do your thing. I ain't gonna hate on you. I'm gonna congratulate you. Keep doing your thing. And if us black folks or all folks go and watch your movies, shit, make that money, man, and do you. But I need you to put some positive out here too, okay? Can you do that? I need a positive. I mean, you did like the sex scenes between old girl. But put more black love. Put more love in there. Love. Okay, this video is like a movie. It's 17 minutes and 38 seconds. I'm getting off here. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoy my review. Sorry if I spoiled it, but it was the shit. But sometimes you just gotta watch the shit yourself. I'll probably let some shit out. So, go watch the movie. Get you some popcorn. Shit, it's highway robbery up in there. Sneak you some motherfucking candies up in there and shit, because the shit is expensive. Very. Bye, guys.